I would like to point out that the visuals were great.
Yeah, but it's not like one of us was in charge of visuals and one of us was in charge of audio. I offered to help several times and you were like, no, I feel... Suzi's words, Charlie, were, I've got this. I think we could do this. I think she was she had all the confidence of a straight white man, frankly.
Well, listen, I refuse everything that Maisie's saying. In my memory,
the straight white man continues.
In my memory, Maisie said, I'll deal with the sound, you do the visuals.
Oh my God.
She said, I love the boom mic. She said, boom, boom, boom. I want it in my room.
We've moved to gaslighting. This is incredible.
And I mean, is it gaslighting or do we just remember things differently?
Oh!
Okay, now I do sound like a white straight man.
The thing is, you're both actually a bit wrong, because what you did also send me is, for some reason, a 6-minute video of you setting all this up, so I have know exactly where you went wrong. And then you left the cameras rolling at the end, so I also have the moment you realised that you messed it up.
Okay, whose fault was it, Maze? Whose fault was it?
I just think let's start with the pod, I think, yeah.
Charlie, come on, I can take it. I've got the confidence of a straight white man. I haven't. I'm crumbling.
I think it was sort of a bit of both of you, and ultimately you didn't read the document properly, so...
All right, well, that's the start of this episode.
Yeah, but listen. Maisie always brags about the fact that she's not dyslexic, so she should have been the one reading.
Okay.
I can't help it if I have additional needs.
Okay. Whilst we were setting up, because, I'm epileptic, Suzi kept turning the lights on and off really quickly. So you could play that game. Right, welcome to Big Kick Energy. As you can probably tell, we've actually got the tech working.
Well, we have, but we're also... Maisie's in Scotland. She did a lovely accent when she came on the call. Would you like to share it with the group?
Oh, no.
I'm in Brighton. Producer Charlie is in Dorset.
How amazing that we're all in different places, but it's actually working this time because we have producer Charlie, of course. Whereas when we were both in the same room, it all went to there.
Well, I'm really sorry. I think we need to do like a public apology. I might write something on the notes app.
Yeah, about us. We're listening and we're learning.
Well, I think it's more just to producer Charlie than anyone else. Okay. I think it's a promise that next time we will read the document that she wrote for us, rather than
we're taking some time out to reflect on our behaviour, and we're going to come back being the podcast hosts we promised to be.
Do you want to try that again?
Yeah.
Because it sounded like you were making it up on the spot.
Anyway, there's plenty of WSL action to discuss.
Mate, your voice went a bit funny then.
I know. Do you know what it is? I couldn't possibly reveal anything, but I've got a bit in my new show that requires quite a hefty bit of gruff voice. I'm doing an impression of you.
That's no way to talk to producer Charlie.
And I've overdone it. I've overdone it is what I've done. But please, let's not waste another moment.
Who are you doing an impression of?
No, I can't tell you. But I don't want to waste another moment. I want to get straight into it.
Sorry.
In case we've got any West Ham fans are listening, I know they'll be absolutely dying to hear the results from this week's WSL. As I say, there's no winners and losers in football, except there absolutely are, because that's how arbitrary scoring works. So, without further ado, match day results for Saturday 21st and Sunday 22nd of March. Arsenal 5. The ever-improving West Ham 0. Who could have seen that coming?
London City... Well, I tell you what, who could have seen this coming, in fairness? London City Lionesses won. Chelsea won.
Exactly. It absolutely is possible to be an underdog and get a goal in and get some results.
Maze. That
I just don't understand why West Ham aren't doing it.
The hole that you have dug is so deep. We can barely hear you.
Mate,
you sound like you're down a well.
Give me another shovel and let me sing hi-ho, because it's off to work I go. I just don't... I'm sorry. At what point do the results speak for themselves?
Should we do the rest of the scores?
Sure. Manchester City 5, like the 5 that Arsenal had when they beat West Ham. Manchester City 5, Tottenham Hotspur 2.
Can I just say to the West Ham fans, I love you guys, but you've done this. You've poked the beast. And yes, I call her the beast. Because she reminds me of that guy off The Chase. Manchester United 2.
You absolute.
Everton 1.
Brighton 0, Liverpool 0. Absolute
God.
Thriller, that one.
Yeah, I looked for the highlights, but Sky Sports just said there are none.
It just had that holding screen from the 1970s.
And then Leicester 1, Aston Villa 2.
Right, let's get into it. Okay, if you are a West Ham fan, maybe just skip like 3 minutes. I mean, if you're a West Ham fan and you're still listening to Big Kick Energy, fair play. Like, big respect. But also, you know what happened. We know what happened. The first goal was given to Stina Blackstenius, but the WSL have since said it's Chloe Kelly's. So she actually got a hat-trick.
And that's like how I've since said that I told you to turn the recorder on.
Yeah, exactly. We can look at what actually happened on the day, or we can retrospectively appoint sort of blame and points elsewhere.
No, in fairness, I did watch that back in slow-mo, and it does. I don't think Stina quite got her foot on the ball. I think it was
God, I thought you meant you watched back the 6-minute video of us setting up the tech.
No.
I was like, bloody hell, you had a day off, didn't you?
How dare.
Just going to watch a slow-mo video.
I just love looking at an awkward shot of your calves and me looking confused.
Hey, listen, there's a corner of the internet where that video would do very, very well.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a
size 10
lengthy...
feet.
Excuse me, 8.5, 9 in a football boot. Quite a lengthy stop at this game due to West Ham player Eva Nystrom getting injured. She was stretchered off. Hopefully she's okay. It's never a good sign when a stretcher's involved. Manager Rita Guarino did say after the match that it wasn't as bad as first thought. So that bodes well if they have that information already and feel comfortable to say it publicly. That's always pretty good sign, isn't it, Suze?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's worth noting just off the back of this game the depth of talent they have in that front line and in the mid in Arsenal. If you look, so we had Chloe Kelly who got 3, then Alessia got 1, and then Beth Mead, and then Olivia Smith was knocking on as well. I think had they had more injury time, she potentially might have got 1. But, I thought that they looked really ruthless. They looked really clinical. They looked quite chill. Do you know what? They looked like Vibes FC. They looked like their fans. They looked like they'd gone for a good day out, and they were bloody having one.
Suze, I feel like you'll really like this because we love a musical crossover into the world of football.
Sure.
But every time I hear about West Ham manager Rita Guarino, I'm reminded of Rita Marino from West Side Story.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think the West Ham manager's ever had a glittering career playing Anita?
I mean, I think probably not.
No.
But you never know. Maria.
That's just dawned on me. The best crossover ever has happened this week of football and music and pop culture. Did you see this whole thing of there's a male footballer, Jorginho, and he's kicked off about Chapel Rowan, pieing off his stepdaughter. At first I thought it was his daughter. It turns out it's his stepdaughter, and it's actually Jude Law's daughter. There's so many cross-references happening here. Mad.
Yeah. And were they on The Holiday?
Who?
That was a pun. Because Jude Law's in The Holiday. Don't worry, Charlie got it.
I
mean, it was probably not good enough to keep in. I'd cut that if I was Charlie. Or keep me reversing out of this joke. I felt a bit sorry for Chapel Rowan.
Yeah, it's an odd one, isn't it? It's an odd one.
Not what her security do.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not. It's not like she can say, "Oh, I'll go back in time and get that person that wasn't my security guard, that was just the hotel security
Just
guard."
sort of, but I think it's difficult in it because she's already got quite a rep for not liking that side of fame with her. So therefore, there's a confirmation bias of people going, "Oh, it's classic Chapel Rowan being difficult about her fame," and it's like, well, hang on, she can't help it that she's famous. Like, as in, like, she hasn't asked for that side of things. And also, as you say, it was not her personal security guard. I just think, like, they've just got it straight in for her, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah. And what a huge surprise. The media are going straight in on a feminist woman that speaks up for herself and happens to be a lesbian.
If we want to start with, like, problematic pop stars,
I don't think she's the one.
There's a list of, like, 100 that we still absolutely are fine with as a society before you get to Chapel Rowan, who might have just wanted her breakfast in peace.
Yeah. Well, there was that time in the premiere in Birmingham where you were quite rude to that fan.
Listen, I stand by it. I stand by it. I was well within my right to drop kick their child.
Yeah, they said, "Are you Rhys James?"
Anyway,
London
London City Lionesses versus Chelsea.
Let's talk about this. Well, this was a very strong showing from LCL. I think we're finally starting to see glimpses of that team that we were quite excited about at the beginning of the season when we were like, she's buying everyone.
Yeah.
It feels like, and as you said at that point, because I, as the sort of, I don't want to say novice to football, I think I'm, I've done my foundation course for sure. I thought that they might immediately become, quite threatening. Yeah, but, no, the other way. I thought they might immediately become quite threatening, LCL.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But actually it seems that we're now getting in, we're now in the second part of the season.
Yeah,
they were really a slow burner. It really feels like they're clicking. It really feels like they're coming together. And I think them drawing against Chelsea, getting a goal away and a really well-deserved goal is really exciting. I also thought defensively, they looked really good. Yeah. I just thought it was a real hopeful indicator of what is to come next season. Once they've had a season of playing together, of being in the WSL one, of being up against those teams, of also just having the confidence. I think that it's a different team when you just look at the level of confidence of going up against Chelsea.
Yeah,
I just thought it was a really exciting. I thought it was a really exciting showing from them. And now what happens is that Chelsea sits third in the table.
Yeah, this was as massive for them as it was for London City Lionesses, really, because Chelsea drawing 1-1 has changed. They're already, we've all agreed, kind of not exactly contenders for the title, but sitting third and letting Manchester United slip into second, that's pretty big, Suze.
And it's worth saying they're only 2 points above Arsenal, who have 2 games in hand.
Yeah. Which is worth 2 in the bush.
That's what everyone says.
No, it's proper. It's spicy bum time, Suze.
It's spicy bum time.
It's spicy bum time for Chelsea.
I think. Would you? I don't want to do your gag that you did on our WhatsApp group, but it really made me laugh about what you said about Chelsea.
I think Chelsea's league run is akin to Timothée Chalamet's Oscars campaign, in that had everything going for them at the start, right? It was in the bag. Everybody was like, it's definitely going to be that. And then bit by bit, it started to unravel, and now certain moments have had big implications, this being one of them. I think this 1-1 draw might have been the equivalent of Timmy Chalamet going in against the ballet community.
Yeah, and I'd also like to take this moment to say, Sonia Bampasta, what's your problem with tap dancing?
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Sonia. You can't be saying that. You can't be saying that about tap dancing. It's a big part of the arts world.
Well, let me tell you, I've been doing some more tap recently, and I had to go and have my ankles clicked at the chiropractor. So it's not all song and dance.
That is the saddest sentence I've ever heard.
Why? I've been doing a lot of tap, so I had to get my
ankles clicked.
Yeah, just so they were a bit looser for the tapping.
In my head, it looks like that scene from Misery.
There's a reference that 3 people that listen to this podcast are
No,
going to get.
loads of people will get that.
No, Young Vibes FC fans, they are not going to know what Misery is, but watch it. It's such a great movie. Kathy Burke
it's so
won.
good.
Not Kathy Burke. Kathy Bates.
Kathy Burke.
Kathy Bates won an Oscar for it. Kathy Burke.
I'd love to
is
see
also
Misery
brilliant.
with Kathy Burke in it. Write another book. It was a very exciting fixture, despite being a 1-1 draw. It's exciting because of the sort of repercussions this could have. Chelsea youngsters, it's worth saying, Chloe Sawi and Lexi Potter were part of the starting 11, more than justified in their position. Really great work from both of them. But ultimately, a 1-1 draw means that sort of Chelsea-Man United game towards the end of the season could be really, really massive. I mean, it would be big anyway, but it could be the game changer of who is playing European football next season. Now, let's unpack City v Spurs. A phenomenal first half from City.
A phenomenal first, what was it, like 25 minutes from Bunny Shaw?
Well, it's the fastest hat-trick in WSL history.
Wow.
I know.
When we went to see Spurs v City, though,
Yeah.
Bunny Shaw got a hat-trick that night as well. She just absolutely loves a hat-trick against Spurs.
Yeah, absolutely unreal from Bunny Shaw. 21 minutes into the game, she'd got her hat-trick. It actually only took her in the space of 13 minutes to get those 3 goals.
That's insane.
Mad.
That's like 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Or
Right,
15
Carol
seconds.
Vorderman. Wow.
Yeah.
Someone's
yeah.
showing their workings.
Yeah. Well, with tapping, I can get up to 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's about it.
But it's it's a phenomenal achievement, absolutely massive. I'm so being touch wood, nothing happens, but I'm so excited to watch her and Jamaica in the World Cup next year.
Oh yeah.
So excited. But it's worth saying, City managed to get this unreal performance against Spurs, who have been really good recently, and still managed to get a couple of goals.
Yes.
Albeit at sort of either ends of the... But it was too little too late.
It was too little too late, but I still thought it was a really good showing from Spurs. And I think, Beth England getting one at the 85th minute for Spurs. I mean, you do love to see an underdog like really getting stuck in until, not giving up hope.
Yeah.
And I think that says a lot about the character of the team.
Well, it's like what you said last week about these people who, do they want it? They wanted it more. Players like Beth England show, even like mentally, when you're so far behind and the odds are against you, like you're not going to get a goal a minute for the last 5 minutes of the game. But you don't stop. Really good game. No, absolutely. And then over to the other side of Manchester.
United versus Everton. Now, this was heartbreaking for Everton, who pulled it back to draw in the 90th minute and then lost it again when Manchester scored in extra time. It's so gutting, doesn't even come close.
No.
Everton fought really hard and they were really deserving to get on that score sheet, but Manchester United did get control of the game in the end and got the important 3 points to go into the last few games of the WSL season as they look to hold on to that Champions League place for next year, which is going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
Really exciting for them.
It was sloppy. It was messy, but it like they've done it. It was I just really feel for Everton fans, because that would have been a really massive win over a team that have had an excellent run, as much as it pains me to say. Have had an excellent run and are doing really, really well at the moment. Everton could have had them. But that's football. You must not switch off until the referee blows that little whistle.
The Brighton-Liverpool game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just quite an even game of nothing happening, wasn't it?
It was. It was a big old splodge of beige nothing.
It really was.
It weren't for lack of trying. They did sort of try, and there was a good last minute burst from Brighton, where we came very close to scoring, but close to scoring won't win.
No, you really don't get anything for off the woodwork or nearby.
No. Yeah, it's not great.
Let's be honest, we haven't got an awful lot to say about this match, so it's absolutely brilliant that Kirsty sent us a match report.
Please.
Shall I share it with you?
Go on.
Hello, Pacey, Goosey, Producey and Tiggy. Long-time listener, first-time match reporter. I'm a Brighton women's season ticket holder along with my wife, Michelle, and assistant's dog, Scooter. He says he's quite likes to sniff Tiggy's bum. Well, yeah, I mean...
Take him out to dinner first.
For goodness sake. My reason for submitting a match report today is because for the first time I attended a game in a mobility scooter as I've broken my leg skateboarding.
Gnarly!
Yes, I know. 52-year-old women shouldn't be skateboarding, but that's another story. They absolutely should, and I love that for you, Kirsty. I mean, I don't love that you've broken your leg, but I love that you were having a go. Anyway, I had contacted support services to see if they could get me a seat which wouldn't require me to hop up several sets of steps to my usual perch. And they came up trumps with the wheelchair bay. Firstly, we had to navigate from our usual car parking spot, finding drop-off curbs for me to whiz up and down, my assistant dog in tow. I've got a newfound respect for physically disabled folk, as it's like being on a roller coaster at times, navigating British pavements. We were right next to the pitch, so close up to the action. We were playing Liverpool, by the way. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. It was 0-0 and not a classic, so I'll tell you that I nearly got to head a ball booted out by a Liverpool player. The chips were nice, the coffee was awful, and my dog got a huge sausage from the tea-bar lady we like to call Sausage Sally. Her name is Sally. At the end of the game,
stop it.
with neither side...
You can't read that out and expect me not to laugh. My dog got a huge sausage.
From a tea-bar lady we like to call Sausage Sally.
I want to get... right, forget a lioness. I want our next guest to be Sausage Sally.
Sure thing. At the end of the game, which neither side had their shooting boots on for, a few of the players came over to give Scooter a tickle and laugh at my misfortune and plaster cast. I was proudly wearing my big kick footy shirt, so that blinded them a little bit. Keep up the great work on and off the pod. Seagulls! And that's from Kirsty.
Thank you, Kirsty. Thank you very much.
Kirsty.
I love that you wore a big kick shirt. Producer Charlie sent a picture into the group chat earlier this week of somebody wearing a big kick energy shirt at the Asian Cup final.
Yeah, huge.
We're being worn all over the world.
We're global, baby. We're global,
baby. We're gonna be a star.
We're a huge star. But I was very pleased to get that match report from Kirsty because as I was watching the Brighton Liverpool game, I was thinking, I'm not going to have an awful lot to say about this.
Yeah. Thank you, Kirsty, for having a skateboarding incident that has given us something to reference when talking about a very, very uneventful game.
And as ever, although we don't always mention it, I think it's always fair to say this episode is dedicated to Sausage Sally.
Come on. Leicester versus Villa. Villa managed to pull it back after going 1-0 down in the first half, and a late goal from who else but Kirsty Hansen sealed the win there. Mm-hmm. That was an interesting one because for a while, Leicester being ahead, I was like, oh, hello, and it had moved them up from the bottom, and the ever improving West Ham were at the bottom, which of course I don't want. Of course I hadn't written several gags about them reaching the bottom of the table. Of course I was delighted when Villa did pull it back and put Leicester back down there. All good? Have we lost listeners?
I just don't know why you... I don't know why...
Do you know what it is? We got one slight bit of criticism.
And you can't cope.
And I can't cope. It's completely unravelled me. I'm absolutely rattled.
Have you thought...
about therapy? You know, don't put my hand in my pocket.
Okay, do you know what? Do you want to do... Because I have therapy.
Yeah.
Shall I do my therapy on you?
Yeah.
Should we just do like a pyramid scheme?
When you go to therapy, can I ask you questions that you could take to your therapist? And you could just say, I'm just asking for a friend here. Because she'll think
if I'm
that's...
my husband?
Yeah. Well, then, yeah, she'll be... Oh, God, yeah, she'll be like, I think you're in denial about some large aspects of your life. But I think if you went to your therapist and said, I'm just asking for a friend, things like about validation and things, she'll still answer it because she'll think, oh, asking for a friend, sure, Suze. And give the answers to you.
But
and
also,
you
babe,
just feed them back.
I'm already asking those questions about myself.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
I don't think we're going to be getting different therapy.
Oh, great. Well, just pass them on.
Is this an MLM? Is that what it's called?
MLM. Oh yeah. Oh, I've got a friend on Facebook who does that. She cannot move for selling leggings. It's, yeah. She's in so much debt. It's very apparent.
She wants to get in touch with some octopuses.
Don't, because you know I will have a few gin and tonics and then comment that.
Do you know what, Maisie? If you're looking for validation, stop writing on people's Facebook walls when you're drunk.
I haven't seen this woman since 2013, but it will not stop me using that joke in the comment section of her MLM posts.
Right, should we move on to the Asian Cup before?
Yes, please.
Before Maisie loses any more fans. We don't know if she's a fan. She might be. Anyway.
They did it. They did it.
Yeah.
Listen, big props to Japan. They're fantastic.
There's no getting away from it. They're just really, really good.
The Tillies and their vibe and what they've done as a host nation. But Japan are long-time champions across many tournaments in women's football. And they narrowly beat Australia to lift the 2026 Women's Asian Cup on Saturday after a brilliant 17th minute goal from Maika Hamano. Also, shout out Maika for bursting into happy tears during the semi-finals when she scored. Very relatable.
Very relatable.
Very relatable. Loved that. And also at the semi-finals, so it was real X Factor energy of crying when you got through to judges' houses.
I think it's...
Do you remember like when Rylan got told he got through from Nicole Scherzinger and had a full-on... Yeah. I think we stopped calling it doing a Rylan and we call it doing a Maiko Hamano.
I think so. I think it's Hamano's time.
Yeah. Now, speaking of it being Hamano's time, do you think, like, given Chelsea's current sort of attacking issues, do we think they're regretting loaning Maika to Spurs this season, where she's clearly had a phenomenal impact?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Do we also think Chelsea are now having a little bit of a spicy bum time, given the recent news that both Bright and Kerr will maybe, possibly, definitely be leaving at the end of the season?
Yeah, I mean, talk to me about that.
Well,
that's just rumours, right?
It's rumours, but it's rumours with a good old heft to it. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
like them ones swirling around the comedy circuit about your behaviour backstage. You know, there's no smoke without fire.
Toilet once.
I know. She's known as Suzi Sausage in the
no, cut that. That's disgusting. There are no rumours about me. The only rumours are that I'm very nice and I would really like a cup of tea before I go on.
Sure, Jan. The Japanese women conceded just one goal throughout the entire tournament, which is a phenomenal stat to come out the end of an international tournament with.
Incredible.
Or continental tournament, I should say. Really, really cool. West Ham's Riko Ueki was named the tournament Golden Boot. Hey, some good news for West Ham. That's good.
Yes.
City's Ayaka Yamashita was named best goalkeeper of the tournament, whilst London City Lionesses' Alana Kennedy was named tournament MVP, with the defender having scored 5 goals this tournament. I saw her post on Instagram, saying sort of this one will hurt for a bit. But I really felt for Alana Kennedy because she'd had such a great tournament. And it must feel so gutting to get that far and then be pipped to the post by the phenomenal
Japan.
They had Brighton's Kiko Seika and she didn't get any minutes in that final.
I know.
I was a little bit gutted for our little seagull, but there we go.
There it is.
Obviously, we weren't there, but lots of you were and got in touch. So here's a match report from Bridget, who says, okay, I'm not okay, but I'm going to try to get through this. 74,357 people crammed into Stadium Australia in Sydney on Saturday night, and every single one of them was wearing gold. A sea of it. Shoulder to shoulder, Carpenter on this back, Kerr on that one, Gorey, Ford, Catley, Raso, a whole nation's worth of love worn on 74,000 backs. If you told me 5 years ago that I'd be one of them, I'd have laughed in your face. Alas, dear listener, I was one of them. The atmosphere was something I cannot fully put into words, and I'm going to try anyway because that's what match reports are for.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, crucially, if you didn't have words, this match report would be really difficult. It was loud. It was warm. It was the kind of crowd that makes you feel held even when your heart is being slowly removed from your chest. And honestly, for long stretches of this game, we were good. The Matildas came out swinging. Ford found space. Kerr caused problems. The crowd rose every time we drove forward and I rose with it. Up and down in my seat like a human accordion for 90 minutes. We had the chances. We had the crowd. We had everything except, cruelly, the goal. Japan had that. Maika Hamano, Picked up the ball outside the area, looked up and absolutely lasered it into the top corner like she'd been planning it all week, which she probably had. As a Chelsea fan, I feel I'm allowed to say, if it had to be anyone, I'm glad it was her. It was a magnificent goal and I'm still furious about it. Japan were deserving. I want to be clear about that even through the grief. They were composed and fierce and brilliant, and so many of them. Hamano, Yamashita, Kumage, Koga, play in the WSL, which meant half the crowd knew exactly what they were watching and were devastated anyway. That's the particular cruelty of following the women's game this closely. You love too many players on too many teams.
Don't I know it?
We can relate to that, can't we, Suze?
Yes.
It's tough. I feel like we had that at the Euros last year of just like, you were gutted for like the result, but you really wanted kind of those players to feel
I cried
proud.
for Jess Fishlock.
Yes, exactly. When the final whistle blew, I heard it before I felt it, and then I felt it everywhere. The young girl sitting in front of me, kit on with Rasso ribbons in her hair, was absolutely inconsolable. Oh no. Oh, proper heaving sobs. Oh no, Suze, I can't read it.
No, it's too much.
That's like a core memory being formed for that little girl. Not a great one, but a core one nonetheless.
No, hopefully it will be the core memory will be you come down and you get back up.
Exactly.
And it's okay to cry about things you love.
I mean, this is it. We've said before, like the new like Lionesses fans, it's great, but like in many ways we needed that World Cup heartbreak because we've got too used to just kind of going into everything and being like, well, we're really great, so we'll win it. If you're going to be a long-term football fan, my darling, you've got to be up for some heartbreak. It's tough. Her mum pulled her in and held her for minutes, just rocking her gently while the confetti fell for Japan. That little girl understood exactly what this meant, and so did I. We stayed for the trophy lift. Of course we stayed. Japan earned every moment of that celebration, and they deserve to have a full stadium witness it. Oh, God bless you, Bridget.
Yeah, Bridget, you're a legend.
But here's what I keep coming back to. This golden generation of Kerr, Ford, Catley, Carpenter, Gorey, all of them, they've given us so much. They've filled stadiums, they've changed the game in this country, and they've made little girls sob at final whistles because they care that much. The trophy didn't come, and that is genuinely heartbreaking for a group of players who deserve one so deeply. But we are going to Brazil. I haven't stopped singing I Go to Rio since we qualified. I love that song so much. It was used in a Muppets episode and me and my brother quote it like constantly. Sorry, that's not Bridget saying that, that's me. There is work to do, but for now, I'm so proud of our Tillies and what they've done for the game in Australia. I too was once a purist for musical theatre above any sporting endeavours, and now look at me, elbows deep in my fantasy league and wearing player kits to tournament games, vaguely understanding the offside rule. Bridget, you're a legend. What a beautiful match report. What a beautifully measured and emotional match report. And also a musical reference. You ticked all the boxes. Love it.
You've done it all.
Oh, it's fantastic. And you're going to Rio. When my baby smiles at me, I go to Rio. Ba-ba. I can only sing it like the Muppets version.
Have you only heard the Muppets version?
Yeah. Yeah. So is that apparent? Is that apparent?
A little bit, sure.
What they've summed up there about Australia is so great. And when we talk about the growth of this game, like we see it so often from a Lioness's perspective. But if we're looking across the world, like a country like Australia, who have done such a fab job of hosting the World Cup in 2023 and the Asian Cup here. But as Bridget says, those players have put football on the map, Australian football on the map, right?
For sure.
I mean, that is a golden generation. When you read them all out there, utterly brilliant.
They really are. They really are.
What a time to be a young kid in Australia following women's football. Like, absolutely massive.
No, I totally agree. And as Bridget said, they're going to Brazil. They're going to learn from this and keep on keeping on.
Great. Well, there's tons of goals there to dissect, Suze. We've got WSL goals. We've got We've got the Asian Cup goal as well. Listen, I'm sure West Ham was on your radar, but there's no goals there. Anyway,
mate, sure.
Suzi's
Right.
goal of the week. Play the jingle.
I've got quite a few.
Oh, we've
I've
got
got
a
quite a
short
few.
list.
We've got a short list. Here's the
Okay.
short list. Beth Mead's 80-minute goal for Arsenal.
Yeah.
One of Chloe Kelly's. One of Bunny Shaw's in 21 minutes. 13 minutes, but within 21 minutes of the game.
I know, which I keep wanting to sing to the tune of 21 Seconds to Go.
I got 21 seconds to score 3 goals. I got 21 seconds to say what I gotta say. And Olivia Holt's goal for Spurs.
Oh, great goal.
I thought was really great.
Yeah.
Really great as well. But my goal of the week absolutely has to be Micah Hamano's Asian Cup winning goal. Of course. As Bridget says, laser focused into the back of the net. And, you know, when it's winning a tournament, it's got to get goal of the week. So I imagine that will be just as exciting for her.
Of course, absolutely. Well, it wasn't the only tournament that was won this week. We had, of course, the Asian Cup, but also the eager-eyed Lionesses fans amongst you will have seen that England's women have won the 2026 Deaf Futsal European Championships. So huge congrats to the Deaf Lionesses. It was amazing to see the scenes of their celebrations at the end of the game. It was really emotional and really kind of beautiful, and I really hope that this win kind of continues to spotlight those players, because it's so special.
Yeah, absolutely. Massive congratulations to the Deaf Lionesses. We also have a message here that I want to share. Now, a few weeks ago, we read out all the different places that some of you have been watching Lionesses games from. And one that we particularly enjoyed was Leonie telling us that she was watching from home, hoping the stress of the game would kickstart her labour. We joked at the time that Leonie should send us a match report of her birth. Get this, she actually has. As requested.
What a woman.
Here is a match report from the birth of my daughter. Unfortunately, I didn't go into labour whilst watching the Lionesses. Saturday evening, 14th of March, my waters broke. An unexpected kick-off that had everyone on alert. And then, nothing. Match suspended.
Oh.
By Monday morning, it was clear that my big match needed a little more support to get going. So into hospital, we went for an induction. But not quite the Monday I had planned. I was shown into a calm private room on the labour ward, more spa retreat than stadium tunnel, and quietly, without much fuss, things began to build. The following was fast, really fast, no time for an interval, unfortunately. From the moment things properly got going, there was no easing into it. Labour came in strong. And I'd already had my tactics established. Gas and air only. No prior experience, no real idea what was coming, just an odd curiosity and a determination to see what I was capable of.
It's good she's got a game plan.
Yeah.
It's good.
Somewhere along the way, I slipped into a zone.
Wow.
And we've seen that happen to the best players out there. Everything else faded slightly into the background. Time blurred. There could have been 60,000 Vibes FC supporters in that room and I wouldn't have noticed.
I think that might have been the gas and air.
I think it might have been. My husband was fantastic, just a reassuring coach at my side.
Good.
And then thankfully, the words I needed to hear. The midwives are getting ready to catch our baby.
Catch it?
Yeah.
Catch it?
Yeah, yeah. It
What?
depends what position you're in, but yeah, I think so.
Is it like, you know, them ball launchers that they use to help the goalkeepers
okay. I think that's actually very rude.
Catch it?
And then suddenly, she was here. At 2014, on Monday the 16th of March, our new signing, Rosie, arrived. I even managed to get a musical reference in. I'd created a playlist for our labour and Rosie was born to Circle of Life, which was my dream when I added this song.
Oh my God.
Not quite the Monday I had planned, but definitely the best result.
Oh, Leonie! And baby Rosie, welcome to the world.
Welcome to the world.
Oh, my word. Oh, Leonie.
That made me emotion.
Yeah, I know. I'm like tearing up here. That is amazing. Thank you so much for sending that in, Leonie. What an incredible match report.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
It's instantly taken top spot immediately.
Of course.
It's going to be a real shift to top that one. Baby Rosie, welcome to the world. You have so much ahead of you. You, first and foremost, in the first few days, must decide who your team is.
I'll just send you a picture of Baby Rosie and you'll see that Baby Rosie's already got a team.
Oh, okay. Oh, hang on. Producer Charlie has sent us a picture of Baby Rosie, and apparently she's chosen her squad already. Oh my God. So the picture of Baby Rosie, who is very cute, by the way.
Very cute.
Is in a lovely little onesie. Are they called onesies?
Yeah,
baby
it's like a baby
grows.
grow.
Yeah. Now she's a red, but what kind of red? Is she London?
When
Is she Manchester?
You walk through a storm, hold your hand.
She's in a red baby grow that says YNWA on it. She's a red. Susie, we don't have time for the whole song, please, darling. Okay. Baby Rosie, welcome to the world. You have got wow. You've got
on through the wind.
You've got so much to look forward to as a
Welcome,
red.
Rosie.
You've got so much to look forward to.
And do you know what? You didn't miss out on the game this weekend. It was quite
yeah,
boring.
Actually, if there was a
Look
game
for
for you
it.
to miss, Rosie, because you were literally entering the world, it was this one.
This one, yeah, for sure.
Right, I mean, I don't know where we go from there. We can't top that. That's a wrap.
We're gonna have to stop there. We'll be back next week to discuss the first round of the Champions League, quarterfinals, and obviously more WSL action. And you can keep in touch. How can they keep in touch, Maze?
You can keep in touch by emailing us at bigkickpod@gmail.com, or you can find us on Instagram at bigkickenergypod, and we're on TikTok at bigkickenergy.
Have you followed us yet, Maze?
Yep, doing it in a sec. It's
Unbelievable.
It's hard. The button's hard to find, isn't it? All right. It's I'm still thinking about Baby Rosie. I just love that we've got an extra listener. That's great. Yeah. Makes up for all those West Ham fans we've lost. Bye.
Bye. You're never blowing bubbles, are you?
Never.